Hi guys, just one other wee sort of training note I wanted to make you aware of is that, so in the first session of the week, for example, there's going to be bench press and dumbbell incline bench press. So there's two different bench presses in. So what I want you to do is, depending on what one you start on, because obviously not everyone can start in the one section, I want you to prioritise slightly heavier and less reps on the one you do first. So in other words, like bench press and dumbbell incline press won't have set rep targets on the app because it will depend on what one you start on. Okay, so if you start on the barbell bench press, for example, what I want you to aim for is about 4 sets of roughly 5 to 6 reps. In other words, find a weight that's heavy that you can't do really more than that. And that way you're working a bit more of your maximal strength. Then when you then get to the incline dumbbell bench press section, I want you to find a weight where you can do about 8 reps for the dumbbells for about 3 sets. On the other hand, they're in different sections. So if you're starting, because not everyone can start in the same section, if you're starting on the dumbbells, the dumbbell incline press, and you do them before the barbell, on the dumbbell section, again, I want you to try and find a pair of dumbbells that allows you to do 3 to 4 sets of about 6 reps, 5 or 6 reps, anywhere between 5 or 6 is great. Probably 4 sets, it would be ideal. And then when you go to the barbell, we're looking for slightly higher volume, like maybe sets of 8, for example, for about 3 sets. So in other words, it will depend on you. I'm trying to like make the session or the sessions as individual and as high quality as possible, and that would be one example of doing that. So it's not just a blanket, like do the 8 reps. It will depend on what one you start on, and the best way to do it is start with your heavier lifts first, and then your secondary lift on the same muscle group slightly lighter, and so that would be a way to do that. So hopefully that makes sense. If you're unsure of that, just ask me during the class, okay?